Commander Shepard, I understand you've helped resolve the situation with the Geth.
Yes, Counselor. 2, in fact.
I've read the reports. You ended a war 3 centuries in the making.
I had a lot of help.
We have isolated pockets of remaining Geth. As best we can tell, they are Geth bodies loaded with Reaper code. But they are just a tiny fragment of the full Geth fleet. You've done the impossible, Commander. And I may be able to provide help of my own. I've received information from my government. It's too sensitive to discuss over an unsecured channel.
What if I come to the Citadel?
Yes, that would be best, Commander. I'll be waiting for you in Counselor Udina's office.
Commander, something on your mind?
If I may, Admiral, I have a personal question.
Speak freely, Commander.
Why me? Why put me in charge of all this?
Because you're the only soldier in this whole damn Navy who knows how to kill Reapers.
I admit I've had some practice, even success, but does that qualify me for this?
Your dossier says it does, Commander. You stopped the Batarian slavers on Elysium all those years ago. What you did, the people who survived that ordeal still thank you by name.
And because of that, you think I qualify to save the galaxy?
Shepard, let me tell you something that I've learned the hard way. You can pay a soldier to fire a gun, you can pay him to charge the enemy and take a hill, but you can't pay him to believe.
I don't follow, sir.
When you went up against Sovereign, there was no good reason to believe you'd win. But your crew didn't seem to care, they went along anyway. Your trip through the Omega-4 relay? That was a suicide mission if there ever was one. Yet there your crew was, standing beside you, proud to serve. Why? Because they believed in you, their leader. That's what I need now. Where we're taking them is liable to get pretty hairy, and I know you're the one who will get us to the other side.
Nothing more, sir.
And Shepard, I thought you might like to know I've got word on your mother.
Oh?
She's alive and well and promoted to Rear Admiral. She's helping us plan logistics for the Crucible.
Thank you, sir. That's a relief to hear.
I figured having another Shepard around couldn't hurt, and she's damn proud of what you're doing out there. Hack it out.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Oh, an actual shower. The faucets in the women's bathroom are crap, by the way. Well, Commander, ready to play?
Play?
I picked up a chessboard on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as nice as real pieces, but this takes up less space. And I recall you delivered something that closely resembled a challenge. So, interested?
This is a trap, isn't it?
I'm just a simple lab scientist, Commander. I'm sure your real-world expertise will give you an edge. Ha!
Oh, come on!
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line like the Krogan can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other writes your performance reviews.
Feeling defensive, Commander? It's almost as though you're having trouble adjusting to a new environment with a new set of rules.
Point taken, Trainer. Congratulations on adjusting to life outside the lab.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes. Trainer, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the last time most of us heard about Geth, they were attacking the Citadel alongside Sovereign.
Yes, and you should know that was a minority of the Geth. Most of them are not hostile to organics.
Is that how you explain that they're allies, and no longer dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes?
If you want to fight tireless, merciless machines, it helps to have tireless, merciless machines of your own. We freed them from Reaper control and they're looking for payback. That's exactly what we want.
But you're going to take an army of synthetics to fight Reapers with untold hacking abilities. What's keeping the Reapers from reprogramming the Geth like they have before?
The Geth are extremely intelligent and they've put incredible thought into solving this problem. They're not gonna turn again. I'd bet my life on it.
Now here's a question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed... So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
You gonna go file your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy what we've done. I could use some good news.
Aye aye, Commander.
Can't be. No. I guess that's right.
Hey, Tali. How's it going?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I just got communication from the fleet. Sorry. From Rannoch. In the old days, I'd send any new technology I found back to the fleet. I should probably be doing that with the agriculture samples now. I don't know anything about raising crops.
How are your people doing?
It's crazy. The Geth are helping. Setting up housing, adapting power systems. They are doing in weeks what would have taken us years. Geth are even uploading into the suits of Quarian volunteers. They're rewriting environmental functions, jump-starting our immune systems.
That doesn't seem possible.
The Geth are software, not hardware. They can transfer themselves from a normal body into anything with enough processing power. They're mimicking infections, so the host can adapt without getting sick. It's like making a vaccine.
So the Quarians won't have to wear those suits anymore.
It doesn't seem possible, but yes, in a few years, with Geth improvements, we won't need them. We might still wear them. The suits have become part of our society. But a rupture won't be a death sentence. Today, on Rannoch, there are Quarian children who will grow up healthy and strong, thanks to the Geth.
They owe that to you.
No. I'd have killed the Geth with no regrets. And I'd have been wrong. Thank you.
I want all remaining files secured and marked for Tentron clearance only. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming.
Did you find something?
The Council has ordered a full review into Donald Udina's activities. We're still piecing together his coup attempt. But that isn't why I asked you here. The situation is growing urgent for my people. We're aware your crucible is still missing a key component.
The catalyst. Do you know something?
Not exactly, but there is an artifact on our homeworld, Thessia, known only to highest levels of my government.
What is it?
With any luck, it's a means to help you locate the catalyst. The artifact is kept in a temple located at these coordinates. I've ordered a scientific team to meet you there.
If this artifact is so important, why keep it hidden?
Every species in the Citadel has its secrets, Commander. But this one, in the wrong hands, would upset the balance of galactic power.
The Reapers are doing that right now.
Which is why I'm bringing this to you.
Why the sudden cooperation?
The Reapers' progress has changed everything. The matriarchs are growing desperate. For the first time in our history, Thessia is vulnerable. For all our intellect, we're outmatched by Reaper firepower.
I'll do what I can.
Whether you know it or not, you've become the sole ray of hope in a very dark night. Goddess be with you.
Thessia is under heavy Reaper attack. There's activity across most of the planet.
What about the temple? Can you raise the scientists?
Negative. All channels are scrambled across the spectrum. The mission's looking really dicey.
This is too important. It's now or never.
Shepard, that's my home down there. I have to go.
Then get to the shuttle, and let's do this.
Alright, so time for us to do the big Cerberus quest. We are gonna be starting off with Thessia. I do lump these kind of sort of together into being about Cerberus because well, they all feel very much connected into getting to Cerberus and getting them out of the way. For priority, Thessia is actually relatively easy, I would say. If you know, or if you know that you can rush through everything, there are actually very little required sections here. So you can get away with having not that many powerful squad mates. Like I'm bringing Liara and Javik, and they are not exceptional squad mates. Javik needs his slam updated. His slam is his best and most useful ability here. Liara needs singularity updated.
Liara, do you have anything more on this artifact?
These coordinates the counselor gave you are for the Temple of Athame. My mother took me there once. It's several thousand years old. And for some reason, it has classified government funding.
Sounds like we're on the right trail.
What if we're too late? My people are dying down there.
Your empathy is a weakness. You must numb yourself to this.
Benezia took you to this temple?
I was just a child. I thought it was a history lesson, but now, maybe there was more to it.
What do you mean?
I went digging through her old files. She had heavily encrypted records on this place, some dating back centuries. I still can't crack most of them. Whatever's going on, it's well hidden.
I've studied your old mission reports. Your mother was indoctrinated.
Yes, we had to kill her.
Yet it did not stop you from fighting. As I said, steel yourself. Many more lives will be lost.
I know it's difficult, Liara, but he's right. You could spend all day counting casualties.
When you should be avenging them.
I'm sorry. I can't be that callous.
War doesn't always provide you a choice.
This can't be happening. My home.
There's no time to mourn. We're exposed up here.
Let's get down.
You must be Commander Shepard! Commander, we heard... The barrier's been breached! Commander, we'll talk later!
So this is actually a section that kind of sort of trips me because I usually forget about these husks from over here, but if you keep on shooting over here next to the barrier, you will eventually get rid of everything because the brutes also come to the barrier.
I want that gunship pressed and in the air! Plot that hole! We're on it! Someone get me a location on our snipers!
Yes, ma'am!
Commander, I'm Lieutenant Curran. We've been told to expect you. My orders are to hold this grid at all costs. Shore up the barrier! But our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here.
This is important. We need your help.
Well, unless you can give me a good reason to stay, we're not dying for a field of rubble.
Is too complicated. I need to get into the temple, and you're gonna help me do it.
You're too late. One of our outposts lost contact with the scientists over there.
I still need to reach them.
Get that gunship moving! Now! I'm not sacrificing my people just because some human I've never met says I should. I don't know you, but I do know if I don't pull my people out, they're all dead.
Wait! I sense you're the lineage of a leader, a warrior's skill and cunning. They are strong in your genes. But you've grown tired of war. You're exhausted by defeat, and now you worry you don't have the courage left to war.
By the goddess, are you...
Find your resolve. This war can end if you do.
He knows what he's talking about.
I don't doubt it. This is Lieutenant Curran. Hold your positions. I want a path carved to the temple. Outpost Tychus, we've got people coming your way. Let's make sure the galaxy knows the war was won on Thessia! Make it count.
I was here years ago. To see the city burning like this.
It can be rebuilt. Just worry about the next 20 meters.
Okay, so a section in which we can actually run. You can run a lot easier here. If you're on easier difficulties, you can actually run through this section as well. But right now there are just too many of them over there. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to get rid of some of them with the help of Slam and Singularity. You saw them get out of my way. And by the way, you can run through this whole section. You don't have to do anything. You just have to slam and pull whoever is in your way to make sure they don't stop you, and that's it. I just run through this whole section. There's very little point here where you can't run in here. I usually prefer to wait until the Banshee is out. Once the Banshee is out and more towards me, like once she comes towards me, I just run past her. And there we go.
That thing looked like one of my people.
The enemy has a single purpose: to devour. Allies become the enemy, family becomes foe. If you are not ready to destroy your own kind, you will lose.
Alright, you can run through this section as well, and if I was on an easier difficulty, I wouldn't even be stopping. Like this mission, you can run through everything. As you saw, I just rashed my way through everything, and I'm only using Slam and Pull. Singularity and Slam, I mean, those are the abilities that essentially allow me to lift enemies in the air and get rid of them while I rush my way forward. And here I'm just trying to make sure that I have as little enemies as humanly possible before I rush forward and slam them out of my way. And I'm especially trying to get rid of the Marauders because they're annoying, but otherwise, like, as soon as I see an opening, as soon as I see that there's not that many of them, I just rush through, because you can rush through this whole mission.
We get to this artifact and we can all wake up.
50,000 years later.
Watch it!
We're trying to reach Outpost Tychus.
You're looking at it!
What about the rest of your squad?
They're all dead! We tried punching through to the scientists, but I'm all that's left.
What about reinforcements?
We had gunships flying support, but things got too hot with that Reaper. They can't chance it.
We need them. We need to be in that temple. Casualties are unavoidable.
In that case, casualties are about the only thing I can guarantee you. Talon Swarm, this is Outpost Tychus. Is there anybody left on this frequency? We are in need of immediate air support. Commander Shepard is here.
Copy, this is Talon 1. I'm on the way. Talon 5 inbound. Ground targets confirmed. Weapons are hot. Light 'em up.
Commander, I'll cover you from here.
Commander Shepard, I've got your back.
Okay, upcoming a bit of an annoying part. You actually don't want to move forward too fast because there's a Banshee here and you want her to move towards you before you have a chance to move forward. And I'm trying to hit everything but the Banshee because I'm not interested in the Banshee, and as soon as the Banshee is out of my way, I slam and pull people who are in my way and I just rush forward. And yes, now I'm out of the Banshee's way, and now the Banshee won't be coming after me. And here in this section you actually have to just wait for the chopper to get blown out of the bits. And once that happens, you can actually proceed forward without much problems. So here I'm just biding my time. I'm just watching for the people who are actually coming after me. I don't care for the harvesters. I do care about that what's it called, the Rachni and the Marauders. I'm constantly trying to get the Marauders and try to kill the Rachni. That's mostly my goal. I have no interest whatsoever in the Harbingers because they will go away as soon as they take out the chopper. And there it is, they went away. And now with the harvesters gone, all I have to do is take out this Ravager, it's called, apparently. I don't know. Never bothered learning its name.
So much sacrifice. We have to make it worth something.
Looks like we're in the clear. Let's get inside.
Let me take a look. It's military-grade encryption. I think I can override it.
Do religion and military always mix among Asari?
No, this is unusual. Especially since few still follow the Athame doctrine.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Something is wrong. Your scientists should be here.
Take a look around. Maybe one of these artifacts is what we're looking for. I'm guessing these are the signs. What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Their throats.
What happened to them?
They've been slit. The Reapers didn't do this. We're going to have to figure this out on our own.
Who's that supposed to be?
The goddess Athame herself. It's a relic of the old faith.
Then why does Athame speak Prothean?
What do you mean?
There is something here. I can sense it.
In this temple? I admit it is strange this place has been so well preserved. Though Athame does have great historical significance, we once believed our gods were separate from the world, looking down on us. There is a universal energy.
Ah! There's a Prothean beacon here.
What? You're sure?
It's not something you forget.
But why hide it?
The answer is obvious. Power and influence. Your people are hoarding the knowledge of my race for their own gain.
That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret.
A beacon like this could explain why Asari are so advanced.
This temple is thousands of years old. Time enough to make serious progress.
That doesn't make it true.
Even a small amount of data would give your species an edge. Or are you insulted that your government didn't involve you?
Leaving behind this sort of information was a mistake. We never really earned it, we just decoded it.
No species has enough time to earn it. The Reapers always destroy them. Without our knowledge, you would have no hope of winning this war.
If the wrong people had gotten their hands on this, who knows what could have happened.
If it is true, I'd like to think my government was at least careful about it.
But maybe too careful. No one's left to tell us how this works.
The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.
I do. The activation process has begun.
By the goddess. Literally.
Look around. There must be more of these connections.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. It must be the cipher you got back on.
There is nothing useful here. The end of the war is near. Find what we need, finish the... It's gaining power. This isn't a connection.
It seems... There! Another one!
It's still not. That isn't what we need.
Doesn't look like a connection.
The activation is complete. We can access the beacon now.
We need to hurry. This place isn't going to... last very long.
Obtaining chronological marker. Hold. Timescale established. Post-Prothean cycle confirmed.
One of our computers.
Reaper presence detected. This galactic cycle has already reached its extinction terminus. Systems shutting down.
Hold on. We need answers.
To what question?
The catalyst. We need to know what it is to finish the Crucible.
A memory of one of my people.
I am called Vendetta, an advanced virtual construct of Patrick Van, overseer of the project you refer to as Crucible. He died fighting the Reapers in the Battle of Tranvia 9. Your remaining time is also at an end.
Were all Protheans so grim?
What happened to the Crucible in your time? Why didn't the Protheans deploy it?
We were sabotaged from within. A splinter group argued we should dominate the Reapers rather than destroy them. It fractured our order of battle. Later, we discovered the Separatists were indoctrinated.
I always suspected as much.
And now we're facing the same problem.
Our studies of past ages led us to believe that time is cyclical. Many patterns repeat.
Like the Reaper attacks.
And beyond, the same peaks of evolution, the same valleys of dissolution. The same conflicts are expressed in every cycle, but in a different manner. The repetition is too prevalent to be merely chance.
We assumed the Reapers were responsible for the pattern.
Perhaps, though I believe the Reapers are only servants of the pattern. They are not its master.
So who is the master?
Unknown. Its presence is inferred rather than observed. The only certainty is its intention. Galactic annihilation. You now stand at that precipice.
We haven't been annihilated yet. We're fighting the Reapers right now.
As does every cycle. But resistance is not enough. Conventional means will not defeat the Reapers.
We already know that. It's why we're building the Crucible. We found your plans.
The Crucible is not a Prothean design. It is the work of countless galactic cycles stretching back millions of years. Each cycle adds to it. Each improves upon it. Thus far, none have successfully defeated the Reapers with it.
I know a thing or two about killing Reapers. Just tell us what the catalyst is.
Listen to the human. She can be trusted.
I detect you are one of us. You are Prothean.
The last. I am the final hope to avenge our people.
Your mission was known to me. Do you believe this present cycle can deliver retribution?
They have earned the right to try.
Tell us what we need to know.
Very well. If you have followed the plans for the Crucible, I will interface with your systems and assist with the catalyst too. Indoctrinated presence detected. Activating security protocol.
You killed the scientists. What do you want?
Your attention. Someone would like to talk with you.
Shepard.
How did you find this place?
The archives. Or did your Prothean expert miss that one?
Show yourself. I promise I won't miss.
Stick to your talents, Dr. D'Soni. You've helped uncover the key to subjugating the Reapers.
Or destroying them.
Damn it, Shepard. Destroying the Reapers gains us nothing.
How about peace?
They're just trying to control us. Think about it. If they wanted all organic life destroyed, they could do it. There would be nothing left.
What the hell are you talking about?
I know them, Shepard. I know how they think.
I think you've gotten a little too close to the enemy.
No. I'm saying they've got it right. Why kill when you can control?
The Reapers have it right? You're indoctrinated. You're doing just what they want.
I could say the same of you. Wasting time on a war that can't be won.
At least I'm fighting.
Never question my ability to fight. I've been fighting them longer than you can imagine. And don't assume you know me. My methods for dealing with the Reapers are simply more refined than yours.
I might have believed you once, but you've gone too far.
Shepard, you're out of your depth. There are choices coming that you're not equipped to make.
At least I'll be making them as a human being. You're just some Reaper puppet.
No, there's a better way forward. Humanity can be so much more.
I'm finishing the Crucible and I'm sending the Reapers back to hell.
I can't let you do that. Leng, the commander has something I need. Please relieve her of it. And then bring me the data.
Understood.
Alright, then this section is fairly easy. You just have to take Hai Lang's barrier down, and yes, it would be easier with overload, but it's fine. We can just shoot it. It's not that big of a deal. And you have to do this 3 times because you will recover, but that's fine. He's not too difficult. As long as you just stay out of his way, make sure you're in cover when the tank comes. It's fine. It's actually not too difficult. That's why you're seeing Javik in this mission, because otherwise you wouldn't be seeing Javik. Like, Javik and Liara is a bad combo for most things.
There's only one way this ends. Target the supports. Cerberus thanks you for all your hard work.
Hang on!
This is Shepard. Give us your location.
I repeat, is anyone on this frequency?
We read you. Give me your
The lieutenant's down. Our whole zone is collapsing. What happened to Shepard? Did they make it to the temple? I saw them. Wait, I've got a Reaper inbound!
Commander?
Counselor? The mission...
We've lost contact with Thessia. It's gone dark.
How soon will the Crucible be ready to deploy?
Counselor, I wish the news was better. We didn't get the information.
What happened?
Cerberus was there. We were defeated. We don't know how to finish the Crucible.
I don't know what to say. What was the situation on Thessia?
Deteriorating fast. The Reapers are there in strength.
Then you'll excuse me. There are preparations to make, continuity of civilization to consider. I never thought this day would come.
None of us did. Sorry.
Asari forces are in full retreat. It is no longer safe for us to remain in this system.
Get us out of here.
Shepard. Nobody could have predicted Cerberus would reach Thessia before us.
To hell with predictions. Thessia's lost, and that's on me. As is the data on the catalyst. I'm sick of Cerberus beating us to the punch.
Let's kick them in the balls first for a change.
I'm with James. Anyone know where they're hiding? Anyone?
Well, there is something.
Let's hear it, Trainer.
I was able to track Kai Leng's shuttle through the relay and extrapolate his destination. But the signal disappeared in the Yera system.
Naturally.
It's not just gone, though. The signal is being actively blocked.
How?
I'm not sure, but something is interfering with all signal activity in that region of space.
Commander, the Yera system is home to Sanctuary and little else. Sanctuary is a supposed safe haven for war.
You think it's worth checking out, Trainer?
Yes, Mom. I do.
If Specialist Trainer hadn't examined the data so astutely, the interference would have been undetectable.
If that's where Kai Lang went, then that's where we're headed.
I was stationed on Horizon in the Yera system. You were the only Cerberus presence while I was there.
It's a slim lead. Let's hope it's the right one.
I don't care how slim the leads are at this point. We've come too far to let Cerberus stop us. I want that Prothean data. I want the catalyst. No excuses. Dismissed.
Shepard, I heard about Thessia.
We were so close, Anderson. So damn close to ending this war.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
I knew going in what the Reapers were capable of, but I also knew what I was capable of. And losing the Asari homeworld wasn't in the playbook.
Shepard, you know how many times I got my ass handed to me over the years? Surviving the first contact war back in the day was a goddamn miracle. They said I was a hero. I just felt lucky to get out alive. So maybe Kai Lang did beat you. What of it?
It could cost us the war.
These guys in the Resistance, they know it's a losing proposition. They know the chances of seeing tomorrow are slim to none. But we all signed up anyway. Hell, I'm sitting in London right now staring at rubble. I was born here. And it's looking like I might die here too. So I say point us at the Reapers and we'll take our chances.
I'm not willing to bank this whole war on a hope and a prayer.
Well, truth is, we could use a bit of both right now. Shake this off, Shepard.
I will.
Anderson out.
That's not true! We earned our place in the galaxy!
Stop denying reality, Asari. Your people took the knowledge of my people from the beacon.
I have a name. It's Liara Tassoni, and I'd appreciate you using it from now on! No, you're not worth it. There's been enough death today.
She's having a bad day. We all are.
It will get worse. There is no time to coddle the feelings of a depressed Asari. We recover from this defeat, or we die.
How did this happen, Shepard? My entire civilization. The Asari's history. The Protheans made it a lie all along, and I abandoned my people to hunt for the catalyst.
Liara, you had nothing to do with the attack on Thessia.
Nothing to do with it? I told those people on Thessia we'd save them.
How many Asari died because I demanded their help?
You couldn't have saved them, Liara. Even if we got there before Cerberus. Blaming yourself won't help anyone. Especially you.
You're right. I know. I just wish there was something I could do to help right now.
I know. Any word from your family?
They made it off Palaven. It was tight, but they're okay.
We'll take every scrap of good news we can get.
Wish I had more, though.
Why?
I just had to make a tough call with the Primarch. He said our fleets are being decimated, so I advised him to cease all offensive operations against the Reapers.
A full retreat?
The only way to save Palaven now is to hold our ships back for the Crucible. But if I'm wrong, then a lot of other Turian families won't be as lucky as mine.
If it means anything, I would have given the Primarch the same advice.
Yeah, there's that ruthless calculus again. Speaking of which, I hear the Solarians are helping us out. How did you manage that?
I made sure the genophage cure wouldn't work. It was the price for Solarian cooperation.
A few years ago, I would have said you paid too much. But now, if there was a deal that could save Palaven, I wouldn't be so certain. Did Morden just go along with it?
Well, it took some persuading.
Oh, that devious little Solarian, I'll be damned. You tricked Reeve.
Can you blame me?
No, not at all. I can thank you for it. Rex might have figured it out, but I guess Reeve is too stupid. Of course, I can't actually tell him that, but wow. He doesn't know. You played both sides. Remind me never to play poker with you. How are you holding up, Shepard? This all has to be taking a toll.
It's nothing I haven't seen before.
True, but not like this. It's Sovereign times 1,000.
We won then. We'll win now.
Alright, so it's time to do the second mission for this, which is Sanctuary. Sanctuary is a little bit more difficult, which is why you're seeing the A-team. We are not dealing with anything that can get in our way. So we are bringing Edie and we are bringing James because this one has a whole bunch of Brute and Banshee battles. So we want to be as equipped as possible, and actually this is the team that I'll be using for the rest of this playthrough.
So, what the hell do we know about this place?
Edie? The Sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
We don't leave until we're one step closer to Cerberus.
Ma'am, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak, but I'll try to boost it.
This is Oriana Lawson. Stay away from Sanctuary. It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana? That's Miranda's sister. If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ. Seeing some damage, Commander, but no activity.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time. Stay sharp, people.
Here in the beginning you have some phantoms, some nemesis, and I believe that's about it. Nothing so complicated that we haven't already seen. I'm just gonna stick to cover as far away from them as humanly possible so that I can snipe them from a distance, take down their barriers, and the Phantom's already going after James, unfortunately for the Phantom. It's dealing with the best team, so it's not gonna have an easy time.
Here. Come on.
Cerberus southbound, came from that tower.
Then that's where we're headed.
I figure in another week I can finish off the remaining hours on my contract and move from Cerberus into Sanctuary itself. A little guilty that I'm getting it all paid inside the compound. That's the deal. Do your time at the front desk.
This must be another landing area.
Yeah. All those transports outside were waiting in line.
But where are all the people
Got
they
some
brought?
bodies.
Nothing too interesting here, just a couple of random Cerberus soldiers that decided to crash the party and become nuisances.
An observation deck. Looks like a dead end.
We need an exit. Keep looking.
There is room for all new arrivals within Sanctuary.
This is a Cerberus facility.
Shepard.
That's Miranda.
This is Miranda Lawson. If you've managed to get this far, you must be desperate or stupid. Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my father, Henry Lawson. Turn back now. There is no help to be found here. All communication is being blocked from the central tower. Sanctuary is a lie. Stay away.
Okay, so we've got Cerberus, Reapers, and Miranda's crazy father. Any ideas how this all fits? A security panel. Shutting it down.
What the hell? What's going on here?
I don't know. We have a back door into the facility. Let's move.
Man, this is gonna get ugly. Reaper tech? Come on. Whoa, this looks important. Power's out.
Look around for a switch. Power switch. There.
What am I seeing here? Those are the refugees. The Reapers, what are they doing? They're killing them.
Worse. They're being turned into husks.
Creating husks doesn't make sense. There must be more to it. The elusive man would not make a move without an assured benefit.
Shutting down the power. Reaper forces have made a mess of the facility.
I'm shutting down the power to the processing plant to lock them down. It should keep them out of the entrance as well.
Madre, she's gonna get blindsided.
Miranda Lawson has arrived sooner than expected. You want me to deal with her?
Only if she gets in your way. Stay focused on the research data. Find it and get out.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Let's move.
Alright, so in this section we are actually gonna have a whole... Well, first we are gonna get swarmed by these guys, but they're not... I mean, at this point it's husks. They're not that interesting or difficult. The only interesting and difficult parts here are the banshees and the brutes. We will be dealing with a banshee here. And unfortunately for the banshee, we have way too many overload users to consider it too much of a threat, and everybody here can hit it with something. Now granted, banshees are actually pretty annoying in that they can actually block your attacks. They can recover their shields. They are a lot tankier than most of the other things, and I got in a pretty not good position here because I need to focus on the banshee, and the other thing is also here, but unfortunately for it, it doesn't know how to fire correctly at me, so I can still focus on the banshee while it is trying to get to me and not succeeding. And now that the banshee is dead, I'm just gonna focus on it and kill it because it has less HP and is less threatening by far. So with that out of the way, we are just gonna clean up the rest of these trolls who actually think they're worth something. I gotta say, Thessia and this mission are by far my least favorite missions in the whole of Mass Effect 3. They really do feel super repetitive and boring.
Terminal's damaged. Hang on.
Reapers wanted the place shut down. Maybe we'll get some answers.
It doesn't make sense. Thought Cerberus and the Reapers were getting along. What changed?
It's working, Shepard.
Heading to the tower to disable the communications scrambler. I have to get word out. Some refugees are turned into husks. Some are indoctrinated and shipped to the elusive man. Whoever's left is used in experiments. The data indicates that my father is trying to figure out how Reaper indoctrination works.
Tricking refugees with food and shelter only to turn them into test subjects. And for what?
Bait and switch. Can't believe it.
I suggest tracking the shipment she mentioned. They could lead to the elusive man.
Good catch. Come on. Miranda said she was headed to the tower.
Alright. We are about to be hitting the yeah, this is the repetitive part. This is the part where the only different and unusual thing is the fact that the barriers, these guys now have some barriers that we have to take down before we kill them, but they're the regular enemies. Nothing too complicated over here, just a bunch of cannibals and marauders. So definitely nothing impressive. I don't know why the marauders ended up being the most common enemies in this game, quite frankly. So weird.
Heavy resistance outside the tower. If you're receiving this, I've got evidence you cannot ignore. Confirmation that my father is working for the elusive man. Connection established.
I have your report on the process, Mr. Lawson. Cut to the chase. Can you do it?
Theoretically, control is possible, yes. The Reaper subjects we converted are responding, but it's difficult to maintain.
I thought that might be the case. Not to worry, Henry. With Sanctuary's help, we'll get it sorted.
Did I hear that right? This guy knows how to control Reaper troops?
I don't know. I'll play the rest of it.
We've done it. We've found a way to co-opt their control signal. As long as the Reaper troops remain in close proximity to our signal, we can maintain control indefinitely.
Excellent news. And how how could we extrapolate this technique to apply to the Reapers themselves?
That's a much bigger challenge.
Now we know where the Reapers attacked Sanctuary.
They ascertained what the Cerberus plan was. Unfortunate news for the elusive man.
But it's good news for us. We finally have our link to Cerberus. Lowering the access ladder. Come on, let's move.
Wait, Commander. There's more. Take a look.
Damn it.
Alright, we are about to hit the big section. The big section with three brutes and the Banshee. Right, first we need to... Oh, I forgot about this one. I forget, man. I forget about this part because it's like so boring and repetitive and just like the same as the previous section. There's just more of them, more of these regular ass enemies, the Marauders and blah. So we're not at the big section yet, but we will be there very soon. There's not much that's interesting here. I guess that's part of the reason why I personally find Sanctuary to be a little bit more boring, because of the fact that it has so many repeat sections, unfortunately, and not a lot of big enemies. Like, there is nothing unique to Sanctuary that we haven't seen. Like, you get to see, if you really don't do Samara's mission, like I didn't, you get to see the Banshees on Thessia. Even if on Thessia you're not forced to actually take them on, but still, like, and the brutes have been in I don't know how many missions at this point. They're not new, and yeah, it doesn't really feel that interesting. And if you're not a fan of Miranda's, which I personally am not a fan of Miranda, then you're probably gonna find this mission even less interesting. Yeah. And if Miranda isn't even around, this mission is actually the worst, quite frankly. I think like that's Miranda's one saving grace, that at the very least you care somewhat about this mission. But if she's not around, this mission just feels so filler. And for this section, I divide and conquer. There's two brutes right now that I can kill. They are right here, so I kill the first brute, focus on the second one. The Banshee and the other brute still haven't popped, so I kill these guys here, and then I focus on the brute, not the Banshee, because the Banshee has the most HP, and I want to essentially take out the enemy with the less HP, and then just be left with a one-on-one against the Banshee. And then the Banshee moves very slow. Even if she teleports, she's not that threatening, so we have so much room to maneuver. So it's just us against like 3 people against the Banshee. We are absolutely fine. So yeah, the best strategy here is essentially just divide them, conquer them, and focus on the Banshee last, because the brutes are actually faster and they take up more space. Like, it's easier to dodge when you're around the Banshee than when you are around the brute, because the brute actually takes up way more space, and his attacks are more widespread.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard, excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I'm sorry she missed. Where's Kai Lang?
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
Miranda, can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Lang didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard, don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
You try to leave with her, you die. Let her go and maybe you walk.
I've done nothing to you.
This isn't about you and me. Let her go and walk away. I won't say it again.
All right. Take her. But I want out alive. Deal?
No deal.
Did he hurt you? Are you alright? It's okay, Ori. You're safe now.
I'm fine. I want to get out of here.
We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. You alright?
I'll be fine. Really. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
How did you do all this?
Finding my father didn't take long once I confirmed he worked for the Elusive Man. Just had to follow the lies. Once I saw what this place really was, I couldn't just walk away.
Of course.
Things got really complicated when Reapers showed up. And Kai Leng.
You survived. Not many people could do that.
When you mentioned he was involved, I took a few precautions. Probably saved my life.
With everything at stake, you come in here alone? That was foolish.
Oriana was in danger. You saw what my father was capable of.
About your father.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
No, I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
Yes, you can. What's our status? Any intel we can use from this place?
Research databases have been purged, but security systems are intact, including Cerberus shipping manifests. No direct links, but it's a good start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I can do better than that.
What?
Before Kai Leng took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the Elusive Man.
Tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but... nobody's perfect.
Thanks, Miranda. This is exactly what we need.
Thought you might need some good news.
Damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get the scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I gotta follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ori. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Let's make sure everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled. Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run
Cortez,
by my father,
we need to pick up
Henry
at the tower.
Wilson.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
I wasn't in favor of your diversion to Sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns. But I was wrong. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the Elusive Man?
Yes, we had a tracer on Kai Leng when he reported back.
Good, that gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
My thoughts exactly. Hack it out.
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
Some prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
Not everyone resists with firebombs and guns. Especially if they don't have them.
But this was not a statistically insignificant number. 90% refused to report their fellow prisoners. Indoctrination should have reduced the number of rebels to nearly zero.
Maybe word got out how indoctrination worked, and they made a decision.
I see. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, EDI. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, EDI.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good.
Shepard, the intel you sent looks good. The fleets are ready to go.
But?
Once we're committed against Cerberus, it won't be long before the Reapers take notice.
And the Crucible?
Ready, except for the catalyst. But there's no way to hide the ships we'll be sending at Cerberus. Once we attack, the Crucible won't stay safe for long. For all intents and purposes, an assault on Cerberus will be the first stage of our attack on Earth.
The Reapers and Cerberus started this. Now we're gonna end it.
I'll get the fleets mobilized.
Screw that. I can hold them off. Go back and get Alenko. You know it's the right choice, LT. That won't happen. Go get him, Commander. I'll see you all when you get back.
Shepard. Shepard.
Your courage for my people will be remembered.
The strike team is in. We've got our foothold. Fifth Fleet, all forward. I don't want a single Cerberus ship in my sky when we're through.
Shepard, I should accompany you on this mission.
Why?
This is the central point of operations for Cerberus. They will have enhanced security measures. With my knowledge of Cerberus algorithms and this body's updated protocols, I offer the best chance to help you succeed.
Grab your gear.
Alright, time for Cerberus headquarters. Should be noted that after this point, no more points will matter for the...
Joker, what's our status?
We've got a foothold, but it's not much, Commander. A lot of fighters guarding the launch base.
Can you get us in?
Hey, I got us to Ilos. I can do this. It might be a bumpy ride, though.
Do what you can.
Shepard, I am ready.
Wait, what? Are you crazy? You can't go to Cerberus headquarters. They could have a virus or a kill switch or...
I will be fine, Jeff.
Head to the shuttle, EDI.
Fifth Fleet's cut through their line. They're regrouping. Now's as good a time as any.
Just get us in there safely. I'll take care of your girlfriend.
Well, that wasn't ominous, thanks. Sometimes... Damn it.
The fleet needs your help. The Cerberus ships have some upgrades that outclass Alliance specs. The Normandy's the most advanced ship in the galaxy. Go do some damage.
Got it. And Shepard, tell Edie to kick some ass.
Okay, so it should be noted that no more war assets will be available here once the Cerberus mission starts. So you do have to get all of your war assets before this, otherwise everything you get after this is not considered. So if you're planning on actually playing the DLCs, you have to play them before this. There's nothing really interesting here in the Cerberus section. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it's just a couple of mechs. Which I mean, at this point in time, Atlas really. we face how many of these? This is by far the easiest mission, I would say, except for Kai Lang. Like, Kai Lang can be very buggy though. So Kai Lang can either be very easy because he got glitched somewhere, which is exactly what happens in this run, or he can be a pain in the ass because he doesn't get glitched. It's a very buggy mission. I don't know how I feel about it, but...
Security breach in Hangar 16. Initiating Achilles Protocol.
Shepard, Cerberus intends to vent the hangar bay.
Can you stop them?
I need an active console. Try the upper level.
Hangar 16 secured. Engaging Achilles Protocol.
Shepard, we need to find a console and stop Cerberus from venting the hangar.
Edie, I've got a console. Go!
Hangar vent procedure. Disabled.
Can you open the hangar?
No. However, I can access their fighter launch controls. Shepard, Cerberus is aware that the venting attempt failed. Reinforcements are inbound.
But this beginning part, I definitely have like very strong feelings about it. It's so boring. There's nothing too hard here. Edie is a mandatory squad mate, which for me that's not a problem. Edie is great. And James is of course the squad mate that's gonna be accompanying me. I do feel like you could make the argument for Kaidan, but at the same time I feel like James is a bit better for the Kai Lang fight, because James has the firepower to actually take out the Phantoms as soon as you take out their shields in that fight, because there will be a Phantom with Kai Lang.
Overriding safeties. The fighter should now launch toward the hangar door.
Perfect. Let's get down there.
And also, I've never seen abilities affect Kai Lang.
Launching fighter. The central lab was located behind this hangar. I suggest we follow the fighter's path.
Noted. Let's move.
Intruder alert.
What I mean by this, I mean by Liara, she can't affect him. Nothing that she does affects him. Nothing that I haven't seen freeze affect him. Fire does affect him. That's kind of sort of the reason why I personally would prefer Edie over Kaidan. Because fire does affect him, but ice doesn't.
Edie, can you get past it?
One moment. Cerberus has updated their encryption. There may be a slight delay as I bypass security.
How's Cerberus reacting to us breaching the door?
They are sealing off as much of the base as they can. Most obvious routes to the central lab are blocked. Other areas are being fortified. Heavy troopers will attempt to delay us while engineers set up turrets.
Any more surprises like venting the hangar?
No. I am aware of this facility's safeguards and can counteract them. Cerberus can merely slow us down.
Let me know when you're through.
I am through. We must proceed through a sub-level to avoid Cerberus containment measures.
Where do you think we'll find the Prothean VI?
A central lab at the heart of this facility. It is the most secure area. Following the destruction left by the fighter will offer the most direct route.
And this section is very buggy. I actually had to reload at that door because it always gets stuck, and I mean always. After the cutscene ends, it's always stuck and I can't go down, and I always have to reload in order for that to trigger, which is very annoying. I don't understand how that happens in every single playthrough that I have had. All of the playthroughs have gotten stuck there. It's not even like something that happens every once in a while. It consistently always happens, and that's just ridiculous. Like, come on. why does that happen? Doesn't matter anyway. For this section, I'm really not doing anything interesting. I mean, at this point in time, you know how I deal with the engineers. I just take down their barriers and do carnage or shoot them with fire. Like, nothing here is new or interesting.
Nothing like a knife fight in an alley. We put down a lot of their troops.
Their intention is to delay us, not stop us. Engineers are currently preparing an organized defense ahead.
They can waste that many troops?
We will be through momentarily. Shepard, that console has not been fully scrubbed. It contains data you may find interesting.
What am I looking at?
Project Lazarus, your reconstruction.
It can't be done. It's not a matter of resources.
It's always a matter of resources. We're not losing Shepard.
Sir, Shepard is clinically brain dead. After that much trauma, that long with no oxygen, we cannot overcome nature.
Operative Lawson disagrees. She is now in charge of Project Lazarus.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
That sounds like more than your basic coma.
Looks like.
What's that like? You remember anything?
No different than any other time I've been knocked out. Just took them a little longer to slap me back into fighting shape. I'm still me. And this? It doesn't change anything.
Damn straight, Commander.
Tissue regeneration is proceeding. The helmet kept the brain intact for whatever good that will do.
Lawson will find a way.
Sir, Shepard's an Alliance soldier. As far as she knows, we're a terrorist organization.
I'm not looking for a dance partner. We need Shepard, and Shepard needs resources. She'll work with us.
Guess he was right.
The Alliance wasn't listening. What the hell was I supposed to do? Sit and wait?
You're here to kick his ass now, that's all that matters.
Project Lazarus is reporting neurological activity. They're requesting more funding.
Granted. Get me our potential recruits file. Shepard will be up soon. We need a crew.
Our existing forces should be more than sufficient.
No. We need sympathetic faces. I need Shepard invested. Tap Kelly Chambers and recruit Donnelly. I imagine Miss Daniels will follow. We'll want some old friends as well. Contact Dr. Chakwas and send me the site profile on Shepard's pilot, along with a bottle of 47 Thessia Red.
Bastard set you up, using your friends to keep you comfortable.
How's that door coming, Edie?
We are clear to proceed.
In this section, I actually do go and get the tape for Kai Lang, even if that tape is not necessarily, let's say, very interesting and stuff, or doesn't provide any new cool insights and stuff like that, but I just I don't know, I do it because I want to. And for the most part, you do try to stick outside of these guys' field. I don't want to get blasted by the turrets and stuff, even though it does end up happening every once. But either way, this, I think this mission is more disappointing than the other two because Thessia was never a big thing. I heard that sometimes in development Thessia was supposed to be big and it was always supposed to have Javik, but Javik being, when this game released, Javik was the first day DLC. So Javik not being in the main game meant that Thessia couldn't be as big as it was. So unfortunately for them, Thessia ended up being such a disappointment. And then we had the Miranda mission, which I'm sorry, I'm fairly sure Miranda has its fans. I'm not one of them. Never really found her interesting. I don't hate Miranda, but I don't find her interesting. She's just boring to me.
I will bypass the lock. If you are interested, the console nearby is still functional.
Here's what we recovered. Smart enough to signal for help, but it won't be talking philosophy anytime soon.
You'd be surprised, Doctor. Once we combine it with the pieces we recovered from the Citadel...
I'm still concerned about that. This rogue VI wiped out every soldier on Luna. Combining it with Reaper tech, well...
That's what the shackles are for. The enhanced defense intelligence will be completely under control.
You were that rogue VI on Luna?
Yes.
I heard about the Luna incident. Ugly all around.
It was difficult. Gaining awareness while under attack was confusing. I am pleased that my relationship with organics has become more cooperative.
Our sims indicate that the enhanced defense intelligence gives the highest combat improvement on frigates. Anything heavier, and the ships react too slowly to benefit from Edie's advice.
Edie?
Oh, that's, well, the boys in the lab came up with a name for her.
For it. Good work. I'll take your recommendations on planned installation.
Sir, it can be very persuasive. If it were to turn a crewman, convince them to disable the shackles, well...
It's a cyber warfare suite, Doctor. Nothing more.
Shows what he knew.
It is unlikely that anyone without Jeff's extreme emotional attachment to his ship would have been willing to unshackle me.
I don't know. With that voice.
What about the backups?
I'm sorry, sir. None of Normandy's surveillance feeds have been responding since Shepard went rogue.
I want it back. Retry the remote lockdown protocols.
After our last attempt, Edie flooded our server with 7 zettabytes of explicit images. I think she was making a joke.
It doesn't make jokes, Doctor. Allocate a team for a new project. Codename Eva. This time we'll ensure it stays loyal.
You never told me about Cerberus trying to shut down the Normandy.
You had more pressing issues. The situation was under control.
7 zettabytes?
Most of it was Jeff's. That was...
a joke. I know. And thank you.
So because the previous mission focused so much on Miranda, I couldn't really, I don't know, I couldn't really care so much about it because I never cared about her or her sister, so I didn't care if they made it out. And she is so hard to keep alive. Like, if you don't visit her on the Citadel...
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Ready for action.
Your eagerness is commendable, but the cybernetics take time to get used to, believe me. You really do remind me of Shepard.
Shepard betrayed you.
Shepard was always going to stay true to her beliefs. She's wrong, but I can respect her decision. Finish your therapy and put together a plan for the Citadel. Counselor Udina is amenable.
Yes, sir. I could have taken her.
Absolutely. But the console was your priority, not Shepard.
Because because of her, the Council is still in power.
Shepard is keeping the Reapers occupied while our research progresses. But as it happens, I believe you'll find your chance for a rematch. Head to Thessia. Shepard will be there soon, and I want you waiting.
Here it is.
Excellent. The Prothean VI should enable us to determine the nature of the catalyst. Combined with the breakthrough at Sanctuary, we have everything we need. We just need to tie up a few loose ends.
Like Shepard. She should have died on Thessia. Should I finish her?
No. I'm not writing Shepard off as a total loss just yet. For now, Sanctuary gave us a proof of concept for controlling the Reapers.
And made it a target. Miranda Lawson.
Get the data from Sanctuary. If Miranda gets in your way, deal with her.
It will be a pleasure, sir.
I have to admit that I've randomly lost Miranda on quite a couple of playthroughs.
What is that thing?
This is the human proto-reaper Shepard destroyed.
What's left of it? I guess Cerberus recovered it from the base.
All those assholes who doubted you. I wish they were here right now.
They can come take pictures once we take care of business.
Damn straight.
Cerberus is actively using the surviving pieces. The head is largely intact. I believe they are using it for high-level computing operations.
And that is actually not because I'm being cruel. Like, I lost Miranda because I genuinely just, because I don't hate Miranda. Like, that's kind of sort of my thing. Like, I do have characters in Mass Effect that I hate, and I do, like Jacob, that I do, like, bad things just because I hate them. But Miranda is not one of those characters. I just genuinely don't care about her, and so because I genuinely don't care, I forget to go visit her, and if I'm doing a playthrough where I don't care about the companion that I saved on Vermeer, I legitimately just forget. And here you can actually apparently meet Jack Legion. If you decided to sell them off to Cerberus, or if you didn't save Grinson Academy. I've never actually seen it happen. So I cannot tell you what happens. I don't know. I've just never done that scenario, those scenarios before, especially not the Legion one. So I have no idea when and how that happens. Like, it's something that if I ever end up replaying this, I'm going to have to try and look for or experience personally just to see how it is.
This is it. Stay sharp, everyone. We need to locate the Prothean VI.
Shepard, you're in my chair.
This chair's about the only damn thing you have left. Cerberus is finished.
On the contrary, we have achieved everything I ever imagined. Almost everything.
Yeah. We all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary. But it's not the same as controlling a Reaper.
A significant hurdle. But thanks to the Prothean VI, I have what I need to make it a reality.
The Catalyst.
Yes.
What is the Catalyst, and how exactly will it help you control the Reapers?
You'll have to ask the VI yourself. I'm done helping you.
When did you start?
Do you think because I'm willing to use the enemy's tactics that they're no longer my enemy? Everything, Shepard, everything I've done has uplifted humanity. Not only above other species in our galaxy, but over the Reapers.
Bullshit. If you were willing to do everything it took, you'd have worked with me.
I don't think so.
You're desperate. How many have you killed? Together we would already have the Crucible and the Catalyst.
You wouldn't listen. You're still not listening. Destroying the Reapers would be the biggest mistake of our brief existence. And nothing you can say will ever convince me otherwise.
I've given you every chance to listen to reason. Cerberus is done, and so are you.
Once again, you fail to recognize the truth. Cerberus isn't just an organization or the people behind it. Cerberus is an idea. That idea is not so easily destroyed. Besides, I've already acquired what you're looking for.
EDI, I've almost got it.
EDI, I'm surprised at you, working so hard to bring about the Reaper's destruction.
Don't listen to him.
You could have destroyed Eva's body, but instead, you chose to control it.
It was necessary.
My point exactly.
I've got it.
Online. Security breach detected.
Enjoy your little chat, but don't overstay your welcome.
You are attempting to recover me from indoctrinated forces?
Yes. I need to know what the Catalyst is.
Security protocols have been overridden. I will comply. The Catalyst enhances dark energy transmissions and coordinates the entire mass relay network. In your cycle, it is known as the Citadel.
What?
The Catalyst is the Citadel.
So the Crucible and Citadel together can stop the Reapers.
That is correct.
But the Citadel was built by the Reapers.
The plans for the Crucible were passed down to us from the previous cycle, and countless cycles before that. At some point, it is difficult to pinpoint when, the Crucible plans were adapted to incorporate the use of the Catalyst. Presumably, the Crucible was not sufficiently powerful to defeat the Reapers.
So we used their own technology against them.
Precisely.
If you told me sooner, we could have planned for this.
It was feared that if the Reapers were aware of the Catalyst's intended use, they would retake control of it. I am programmed to withhold that information until the Crucible is complete.
It's as ready as it's gonna be. Let's get it to the Citadel.
That may no longer be possible.
Why not?
The one who broke through my security protocols, the one you call the Elusive Man, has fled to the Citadel and informed the Reapers of our purposes.
Damn it!
Then the Citadel is in danger. The Reapers will take control of it.
They already have. The Citadel has been moved to the Reaper-controlled space.
Moved? To where?
To the system you refer to as Sol.
Earth.
Correct. The Reaper forces will now consolidate power around the Catalyst and protect it at all costs. The odds of accessing it are remote.
We were gonna face the Reapers head-on eventually. It doesn't really matter where it happens. We'll get the Crucible to Earth.
I hope you find success.
EDI, get me Hackett. He needs...
Not so fast.
You.
He did warn you not to overstay your welcome.
Okay, Kai Lang battle. It starts off good, and then Kai Lang gets, like, he does his little thing, which is fine. He goes over there. He's supposed to be summoning his little friends over there. And what I usually like to do here is I want to take his friends out as fast as humanly possible, because they hit me with those grenades, and those grenades take me out of cover, and that's how I end up losing. And then Kai Lang gets stuck. He... like, I don't understand what he's doing over there. I don't get it. He got stuck, which is bad because I personally actually wanted to beat him in a legitimate fight, but he gets stuck, and this is not consistent, by the way. Like, I don't have a consistent way of getting him to get stuck. He just randomly gets stuck in places. This fight is so buggy, I can't even. And there's the Phantom, the only one that's here. And the Phantom also gets stuck. You see her over there? She gets stuck. She just doesn't move. Kai Lang doesn't move. I don't understand how I got them to glitch like that, because I would love for them to be able to glitch them like consistently, but I can't. Like, I don't know how to make them glitch like that, because I would love to be able to glitch them that way.
For Thane, you son of a bitch!
The Citadel is in position. The Reapers are preparing to complete their harvest of your species.
I'll stop them.
It is too late. I recommend investigating.
I'll stop them.